from day one, Amanda and I, we made a pact to have each other's back, to be good role models for other women, and to support one another. And I think if Amanda and I had a different relationship, it would be a very different panel. So I think at the root of it, because us girls, we keep the boys in line. You know what I mean? We keep them in line and in check, and I think we're strong together, and I think that makes the world of a difference. And also I think because we're all very different in our tastes. You know, Amanda's from the musical theatre world, I'm from the music industry, David's from comedy, and I think when you fuse everything that we all do, we kind of complement each other, and I think that's my theory. And also because we're all grown-ups and know how to have a laugh, and that's really the most important thing, taking it with a pinch of salt and having fun, because if we're not having fun, then how can the audience have fun?
I mean, thinking back to obviously when you started, I know you've been talking about Mis-Teeq again recently. Did you ever think that this is kind of where you would end up?
It's funny, when I started out in a band, you know, I always thought, well, I don't know how many years I thought I was going to be in a band, but I guess it was hard to imagine all the different ventures that I would eventually get into as an adult, but I'm so blessed and honoured to work on such a brilliant show.
But we could be coming back around to Mis-Teeq again. I really hope that happens. Alesha, I was such a massive fan of Mis-Teeq. Please say it's definitely going to happen. I know you've just mentioned it, but everyone wants it to happen. It was such a massive story when you mentioned it. Is something kind of in...
It's so funny because I've always said if we did something, it would have to be very authentic and organic and happen quite naturally, but when somebody mentions it and then these stories get created and I see the reaction from people, it does sort of inspire me, and I do sort of think, are we missing something here? And we'll see. I mean, the girls and I, we have a little WhatsApp group and we're constantly talking, constantly in touch, and I love them, so I would never rule it out. Hi. Oh my God! Sorry!
Hey!
Zane's got a great voice.
I'll just leave it at that.
I've wanted to meet you. We haven't met each other yet.
Got some lipstick on your teeth.